This is Caleb at E3 2011. I'm with Deep Silver, talking to Vincent Coomer about Dead Island, and just wanted to ask you a little bit about the game. What was inspiration for Dead Island?
Inspiration for that island was, of course, we wanted to create something, of course, a zombie game. We were thinking about doing a zombie game, so Techland started the game a couple of years ago, setting about open world elements, combining the zombie survival instincts that you have while you're fighting zombies together with the open world surrounding of this tropical island. So it's the clash of an island, it's seeing a paradise gone completely bad, going hell, pretty much hell on earth, and then your struggle for survival in an open world environment, being attacked by zombies constantly. So you have all that together, and this is like one unique setting that we wanted to create together with Techland.
What is your favorite feature or group of features in Dead Island? Or that you're most proud of?
Yeah, I'm really proud about how the setting comes to work. Like pretty, like you can see this tropical paradise always. Like in the beginning of the game, we will start in a hotel and have the white beaches and everything. And you can see that this once was like a pretty awesome place you would go for holidays. And now you can see like there's a corpse there, there's a zombie running up there. You can see how this goes bad, and you really have this clash all the time. So this is just one of the features. But of course, also we're really proud about the open world, and we're also really proud about the combination of the melee combat together with the weapon crafting and exploring how this comes together and how this makes this unique game out.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about the melee elements of the game. After playing the demo, was this first envisioned to be just a shooter?
No, we wanted really to go for the melee combat because it feels like you're more in the game, more in this survival fight for survival, and the struggle for survival. Because the immersion is just more like the camera as it moves right now, and with the melee combat there, you're really in the fight, you're really struggling for your life, and you really try to make it out there somehow. If it would be shooting all the time, then it would just be on the difference of the zombies. It would not feel like the same. The impact would not be there if you just fire from a distance all of the time. So we really wanted to go for the melee there.
And are there planned episodes or any for DLC later on?
We're looking into the DLC right now. We want to do. We also announced the pre-order edition that is going to have our first DLC in there. That is the arena mode, because we have a mode where you can really fight off wave after wave of zombies and then attach that to the leaderboard, and so compare yourself to your friends, how they're doing against that. But all in all, what is going to happen afterwards, we're just looking into it now. We're focusing right now to actually end the game because we want to be out there in September.
Right.
So the team is really in crunch time right now, working on the game, and then we will see what happens afterwards.
How long has it been in development now?
A long time, actually. Like Techland announced it back then in 2007 on the E3 here. So since they have been developing the game since then, but we have made changes to it. So first of all, it had so many features in there, a lot of features that could have filled like 5 games. And so then Deep Silver came aboard 2009, and then we sat down with Techland and we said like, okay, what do we want the game to be? Where would you want to go to? And since then, of course, changes have obviously been made. So when you see screens from back then and screens from now, you can see that there has been a turnaround in a different direction, that we are focusing on different parts right now. And so there is elements of back then in there, but now, of course, we have added several different elements.
And I have to ask you lastly, we talked a little bit earlier about the trailer,
Yeah.
The kind of memento style trailer.
Yeah.
Who came up with that idea?
It was pretty much back and forth between our creative guys and Axis Animation, who created the trailer. So there was a couple of scripts on the table in the beginning, and then it was like bouncing out ideas back and forth. And then at one point it was like, okay, this reverse mode would be nice. And then of course the whole setting, this more tragic thing instead of going for the full action, was also then an idea that came up. And so it came along between our guys and those guys, and it really is a great idea. And so we saw the trailer internally for the first time. We went like, oh, this is a good trailer. It's really nice. But then of course we released it, and everyone went like crazy for it, which is a nice feeling that everyone likes the trailer, of course. But we would have never expected it to be that big, actually. Like so many people watching it. I think by now over 10 million people have viewed it, so it's like really huge for us.
And one last question for you. gaming really seems to kind of being pushed towards using motion controls. What are your thoughts on motion controls with a core game like this? Can they ever work?
It can work, but I don't think it is a must for every core game. Like, I mean, as a hardcore gamer, you just are used to a couple of controls. You're used to sitting down on your sofa and just like go there, have a 1 or 2 hours of fun, and you don't want to bounce around all the time and like stand up and move yourself. So if it makes sense, perfect. But it doesn't. It's not a must in my opinion for every core game out there. So make it logical, make it fun, and then it's great.
And we'll look for it this September. And are there going to be any differences between the different platforms?
No, it's going to be in North America out on every platform on 6th of September, and then on the rest of the world it's going to be the 9th of September.
Great. Well, we will look forward to it. Thank you for your time.
And thanks to you.